everybody. It's Rick Ruby. Welcome to this week's episode of the Street Smart Millionaire. Today, we're going to do a little exploration. We have a client that I'm just getting to know. Been my client for how long, Ryan?
2.5 years.
Huh. And I don't know you. Why?
You don't know me because you intimidate me a little bit, but I'm getting the warm and fuzzy from you.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Is it what you know in life or who you know in life?
Who you know.
Who you know. You need to get to know me to get bigger. I need to get to know the owner of my mortgage company to get bigger. I need to get to know my personal mentor about Jesus and marriage to get better. You can't get better unless you surround yourself with people that you're trying to learn from. So you're a lender in what market?
Santa Cruz, California.
Santa Cruz, California. That's a great market. Everything is really expensive and fun and fancy. That's kind of the East Bay of San Francisco, correct?
Actually, we're the beach town of Silicon Valley.
Beach town of Silicon Valley, but it's kind of like the East Bay of San Francisco, right?
Yeah, correct.
Great. And you've been out there how long?
My whole life, born and raised.
And how long you been a lender?
27 years.
27 years you've been a lender. That's a long time. Tell us a little bit about your mortgage journey.
Mortgage journey, got into the business 27 years ago. I've been with 3 different companies, I believe, maybe 4. 2 of them were buyouts, and that's why I went to different companies. So really, I've moved 3 times in my whole career.
That's great. I think I've been in the mortgage business 41 years. I'm at my 4th place. And twice I got fired. So twice it wasn't even my choice. They got rid of me. So you've been in 3 companies in 27 years. How many million do you close a year?
Last year, 130 million.
So you do 130 million, which puts you in the top 200 in the nation, correct? Maybe even top 100, right?
I was number 100 this year.
Number 100 in the nation of 90,000 loan reps. That's pretty spectacular. So you've obviously been making a lot of money. When did you first start to make big money in your career? When did the first time you made over 300?
Was probably, so first year, 50,000, second year, 100,000, third year, 200, so fourth year, 400.
So 4th year, you made 400. When did you start to make big money over 500?
Probably 5th year, and then every year since then.
Every year from there, it's been up. Now, the biggest money of the big money is making $1 million. How many times have you made $1 million?
15 years.
15 times you've made $1 million.
Yep.
That's amazing. Just so you know, that's spectacular. That longevity to make $1 million for that many years is something really to be proud of. Have you been a good investor through all the years?
I think I had. I've made some mistakes, but for the most part, kept most of it.
So when we look at real estate and we look at equities, what kind of real estate equity, how many real estate properties do you have? What kind of equity you have in real estate?
We have 5 properties now, about 4 million in equity.
So you have 4 million equity. What do they cash flow at?
They're break even. It's hard to cash flow in California.
So you have a bunch of properties that are appreciating, but they don't cash flow, correct?
Correct. Yep.
So
that's the name of the game here.
For me, as an investor, those would say sell. What would that tell me?
To sell them.
And put the money where?
In S&P 500.
Or listen, I want properties that cash flow and appreciate. Like I have a building worth $7 million. It cash flows 50 grand a month and it appreciates. It's gone up from 3 million to 7 million in 7 years. So I've had good appreciation and good cash flow. You've had great appreciation, but you're not getting good cash flow. So I would look at that comparison against the S&P 500, which averages 11%.
Okay.
So you got some good properties that you manage. Your property manager manages them.
My wife, property manager.
And how do you feel about the stock market?
I like it. I put all my cash away that I can. I just want to build that and keep building and growing and growing and growing. Okay.
So what kind of stock portfolio do you have?
This morning, 6.794.
Unbelievable. 6.7 in the stock market, 4 million in real estate. So you're now a decamillionaire. You know what that means?
Greater than 10?
Greater than 10 million. Very impressive. Do you know how many there are in the whole world?
No, I don't.
1.1 million in the whole world. That's in every country in the world. Every pro athlete, every movie star, every prince, 1.1 million. That's quite an accomplishment. You agree?
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Would you call yourself a flash in the pan or an old-fashioned grinder?
Old-fashioned grinder.
So how many loans do you do a month?
So far, I'm at 74 loans for the year.
So divided by 6 months, you do about 12 loans a month.
Yep, exactly.
And where do you get them?
All real estate agents.
And how many real estate agents do you work with?
So realistically, probably about 400 here in town. In my town, there's 250,000 population. There's 1,100 real estate agents. The one whale in town does 8 buy-sides per year. So
how many
there
different
aren't
realtors
whales.
refer you a year?
So my sheet last year was 396.
So you got a lot of realtors referring you onesie, twosie deals. Now, in your
Exactly.
market, there are some markets like that where realtors don't sell a lot of houses. Like where you live, I used to have an office in right there outside of Los Gatos on Camden and Campbell Avenue. You know where that is?
Yep, definitely.
Now, I used to have an office there, and it drove me crazy because people love to have a good life out there. Like they're riding their bike, they're walking their dog, they're coaching Little League, they're homeschooling their kids. People are not really like 10-hour-a-day workers in that area. Do you agree?
Nope, they like life.
A lot of Silicon Valley, a lot of inventions and a lot of internet and things like that. So you have to work a lot of realtors. Like normally in a market as a mortgage coach, I tell people to have a really good list of 40 realtors, top grade 5 a year, and you have a good list, but you got to work hundreds of realtors. That's a crazy market.
Yeah.
Do you do much business with your past clients?
I do quite a bit of business with my past clients also.
So when you look at your breakdown between realtor, past client, and other, what are your breakdowns?
I'd probably say 75% real estate agents and then 25% past clients.
Okay. And you still seem like you love the mortgage business. That's kind of fun. What do you love about it?
I love meeting people and seeing what they do to make money. That is just really fascinating to me. And then I like bringing ideas on growing their financial wealth that they haven't thought about. So
I gotta tell you, that's all in 41 years. I love, for me, like some people love getting people in a home. I love finding out what they do and what they get paid. That is my favorite thing about the mortgage business. What do they do for a living? How much they get paid? Are they good at it? What's the top end of the market? So what in the mortgage business, what's really the top end for an originator?
Meaning income-wise?
Top income earners in your field. You're number 100 in the nation. What do you think the top guys make that are beating you?
Top guys, it probably goes up really, really quick. So the top 10 are probably making millions and millions, but the bottom 90.
So you know, you're looking about a $1 to $3 million range.
Okay.
So they're not like 10 times bigger than you. You understand? Here's the problem. When you get too big, what happens to your income? It goes down per unit. Why?
Why that?
Because you can only serve so many clients.
Yep, got it.
Like to do loans properly, you're doing 12 clients. That requires you. How many hours do you work?
50, 60.
So you work 50, 60 hours a week to serve 200 realtors and serve 12 clients a month.
Yeah.
So the guys that are putting up 50 deals a month, are they serving the clients?
No.
So if you don't serve, what happens to your margins?
Goes down.
And if you're not personally involved with the client, what happens to your margins?
Goes down also.
So they make way less money per loan than you do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So even though the top guys may do 400 million and it may look like 4 times your volume, the best guys I've ever seen in the mortgage business right now in 2025 will do between 1 and 3 million. So just so you know, you're a very few breed that makes $1 million. A lot of guys that do 100 million. We have guys at this company that you work at CrossCountry that do 100 million that make 500 grand. Why?
Margins are smaller.
Why?
Because they're not creating the relationship. They're not
say the real
with the
word.
client.
Say the real word to get paid. Say the real word.
They're
not serving. They're not serving. The big money word in any industry is what?
Serving.
Serve. You married?
I am.
What's the secret?
For me?
Same word.
Yeah, serving.
You know God?
I do.
What's the secret?
Serving him.
Serving him and his people. So what's the real word for guys like me and you? Serve.
Serve.
That's the real word. Do you agree?
I do.
So I think I serve a lot of coaching students. I serve a lot of mortgage students. I make a lot of money. You serve a dozen mortgage clients. You serve 250 realtors. You make a lot of money. If you got much bigger than you are, could you serve?
Not as well.
Serve is personal. What is serve?
Personal.
I have to feed you. I have to listen to you. I have to care about you. I have to get to know you. You've been my client for how long?
2.5 years.
And I told you the other day I was frustrated. Why? Me and you hadn't done a good enough job. What?
Creating a relationship. I have not reached out to you.
So we can serve each other. What can we do now that we're getting to know each other?
Serve each other.
So we had a great call the other day, and I instantly said, why don't you come on my podcast just so I can get to know you? So you've been married how long?
1999, 26 years.
Wow. I'm coming on 22. You've been married 26 years. You look like you're, how old are you? 52?
51, 52 in August.
That was a good guess. So you've been married since you were 25 years old. So you were a young man, you would get married. Tell us some of the changes through that marriage, what you've been through.
So with the wife and I, our kids are out of college, out of school now. So we're empty nesters, reinventing who we are with each other once the kids are gone. Starting out in the family, starting out with having somebody always around, having 2 kids always around. So we've had many changes through our relationship. And it's been good to be in reinventing every single time, not to stay stagnant what worked before.
Look at your marriage 26 years in, how would you describe your marriage?
Compassion for each other, I would say, wife and I, willing to listen to what is a concern of each other's and be willing to compromise on the things that we want to compromise on.
Now, if I would have answered, I would have said my willingness to compromise is the secret to our marriage. I have a bossy wife. Do you have a bossy wife?
Yes, I do.
I have a really bossy wife. So it's like I'm the boss at work and I'm butt kicking all day long. I figured out on this is my second time, which I didn't do good the first time. And I've been married 22 years. And I decided that I'm going to kiss a lot of butt at home because I have a bossy wife. So I just find that a lot of compromise on my part is the secret to us having a good relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
We're good friends. Are you and your wife good friends?
Yes, definitely.
What are some of the things you share that you guys your relationship is based on?
Things that we share is where we like to vacation. So we're not big, huge going to Europe, creating a whole plan where we have to be everywhere. We're go to Maui, swim with the sharks, swim with the, anything out there, have fun and enjoy ourselves.
So you like to go to Hawaii? That's where you like to vacation?
Yep, it's one of our spots.
And your kids are grown. How old are your kids?
22 and 24.
So how are they doing?
Daughter's married, been married for about a year now. Married her high school sweetheart, 15 years. At 15 years old, they met. So He's been part of the family. It was an easy bring him into the family. Always vacation with us, everything. So great family dynamic there.
So you have a daughter and a son? And how old's your son?
Daughter and a son. Son's 22.
What's he doing?
Just finished college, business analytics, graduated. Made him the offer that I would pay another year of life for him if he goes back and finishes a master's degree. So he accepted my offer on that, and he's going to continue another year.
What's he going to get a master's degree in?
Business analytics and supply chain management.
So what does he think he wants to do?
We also have an alcohol company that is our side gig that he'd actually like to go in and work with that company and see what he can do over there.
Cool. Do you make alcohol? What do you do with that?
We do. So we are a rectifier where basically some guys came to me and wanted to start an alcohol company knowing nothing about it. We started in on making brands for local restaurants and bars where they could come in and create their own proprietary flavor. And then we put their label on it. That blew up in Santa Cruz County, started to blow up in San Francisco, San Jose, and now we're at the MGM, 13 resorts in the MGM. We're at, all kinds of collaborations with different stars.
Cool. Is that business starting to take off?
It is. It's starting to take off. It's been
What will
fun.
you make off that a year?
Right now, zero.
How
Right
long
now,
have you had it? How long have you had it?
since 2019.
Okay,
We
so
sold.
let's stop for a minute. Here
Yep.
you're a really established mortgage man. You've built your career over 27 years. You've made $1 million 15 years in a row. You're a rock solid rock star. You've started a new business out of fun and purpose and hobby, correct? You've had it
Correct.
6 years, invested how much money into it?
About 750,000.
So you put about 750,000 in it. You've had it 6 years. It's just starting to get rolling, correct?
Correct.
Cool. People should find a job in the mortgage business or be in the whiskey business. What should they do?
Find a job in the mortgage business.
Cool. Thank God me you're in the mortgage business. Mortgage business pay my bills. Mortgage business
Exactly.
in 41 years. Mortgage business made me $1 million every year, 30 years in a row. I fell into coaching because I fell in love with it. And I loved watching guys like you grow and blow up and stay focused. So I always tell people that my career is the mortgage business. My purpose is the coaching business. So I look at wealth and balance, and you're pretty wealthy. You're over 10 million net worth. You're a decamillionaire. That's really rare. And you're pretty balanced, happily married. What's your fitness look like?
Usually 4 days a week, at least doing something, playing pickleball with the wife, going working out. Wake surf is one of my things. So every single weekend doing that. Just trying to stay active.
Cool. What are some things you still want to do in life?
There's a few things.
Let me ask this. Let me ask specifically. What do you see happening to your career in the next 5 years?
So, career, I'd like to double my income, and then I'd like to have the choice if I want to continue working or not. I think it's going to be to continue, but
so you know you have that choice now. Just so you know, 6 million in the stock market. If we put it in high yield bonds, paying 5%, you would make 300 grand a year. Could you live on that?
Yeah, that good.
So you can retire now, just like I could easily retire now. We're here because we want to win. Why are we here?
Because we want to win.
Winning is fun. Like, you don't think Michael Jordan would still be a basketball player if he could be?
Yeah, exactly. He would.
Now, then he went out and owned a basketball team and hated it. Why?
He wasn't practicing anymore.
He wasn't practicing and playing. So listen, I love doing loans. I love coaching. We both work at the same company, and our boss is like the owner of a sports franchise. He just enjoys the wins. Me, I want to be part of the win. You want to be out there dunking on people still. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And dunk on people as long as you can. And I'm going to help you dunk on people as long as you can. What are some changes you need to do in your business to double it?
I need to set up processes because right now everything is coming to me, every single call. I'm on at least 90 calls-ish per day. I'm at least getting 90 texts per day. So I need to spread that out, have a system for bringing in the client, but then setting them up properly for me to spend more time with them or more quality time with them.
So did you watch my plumber Damien on the podcast a couple weeks ago?
No, I have not.
So watch that podcast. Damien is somebody I've been coaching for 6 years. He made 175. Now he makes 2.2 million net as a plumber. Net. Gross is 7 million. Net's 2.2 million. Has gone from 175 to 2.2 million in 6 years. He exercises 2 hours a day, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour at night, eats the same food 6 days a week. I mean, more routine than you. You agree?
Definitely.
And that business is harder to make $1 million than your business is. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that.
And I will tell you that he needs a Robin to go with his Batman. Guess what you're going to need?
A Robin.
So I've always had Todd or Rita or Kendra or Randall Mills. Now I got Patrick Conway. I'm looking at Julie Johnson. I'm always looking for a couple superheroes to help take some of the load off. So at your level, for you to double, you're going to have a Scottie Pippen under your Jordan, or you're going to have a Robin under your Batman. So you're going to have to bring up this person that doesn't want to be you, but they want to help you be a better you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like sometimes Robin wants to be Batman. Do you understand what can happen?
Yeah.
That's no good. Why?
No, can't have two Batmans.
Because then he leaves and he takes your people and he takes your clients.
Yep.
So you need to either evolve the right person on your team now or bring in somebody that loves watching Ryan dominate and wants to be a big part of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when I look at a leadership triangle, I want you to draw a triangle on a piece of paper. Draw a 3-inch triangle.
Yep.
I'm going to give you a leadership triangle and everybody else that's listening. So at the top, put a dot and put owner, me. Put owner and then put Ryan. Got it?
Yep.
Down a 1/4 inch on the left, I want you to put a dot. And I want you to put sales director, Ryan. Got it?
Yep.
On the other angle of the triangle, go down a 1/4 inch and put a dot and put operations manager. Got it?
Yep.
Now, under your dot on the sales director, right under that, like just under that, put another dot and put Robin.
Okay.
Now, split the triangle down the middle. Put a bunch of dots under both sides, under the 2 main dots. Those are your salespeople and your staff people. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now turn the paper upside down.
Yep.
Tell me what that's a picture of.
Yep, a funnel.
It's you carrying everything. What is that?
Me carrying everything.
That's the life you're in right now. It all depends on you. I have been there for many years. It all depended on me. Got it?
Yep.
You see that picture? Does it show you what your life is right now?
Yep, it does.
Now turn the picture right side up.
Okay.
That's what we need to build at your level. That's not what $500,000 people need to do. That's what $1 million people that want to go to 2 million. You can't do double the work of what you're doing. You probably work 50, 60 hours a week, correct?
Correct.
So you're going to have to build your organization. That triangle, don't lose that piece of paper because that's your future. What is that piece of paper?
My future.
So we got to work on you building your organization. Do you have a head of operations right now? A main operations person?
I do.
Cool. We need to get a Robin. What's the next thing we need to get?
Get a Robin.
That's a main salesman. Now she needs a Robin. Put another dot under her dot for her Robin. What does she need?
She needs a Robin.
That's called backup. What is that called?
Backup.
Or bench. What happens if you don't have a backup or a bench?
When the operations manager out, nothing happens.
Well, you're screwed or you're held hostage. What are the 2 bad things that happen when you don't have a bench?
Screwed or held hostage.
She quits and you're out of business, or she comes in and demands more money and you're stuck giving her more money. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So I think we're going to have to work on your organization to be able to do that. So I think you're going to have how we built the plumbing company is we had 6 plumbers and we went out and got 6 plumber apprentices. Then they became plumbers and we got 12 plumber apprentices. Right now we have 27 plumbers and 15 plumber apprentices. Is it a big business now?
Yeah.
Cool. What's secret number 1 to success? You can guess. You're successful. Guess what you think it is.
Me, it's doing what I say I'm going to do.
I think that's important. I think the number 1 secret is to be closest to the money. What are you going to start doing now that you're knowing me?
Being closer to the money.
Number 2, identify your perfect client and get more of them. You have not identified your perfect client. You have a bad business. Why?
Because I haven't identified my perfect client yet.
You have too many clients. What do you have?
Too many clients.
So what Damien realized is that his perfect client was the property manager. We went out and landed 25 property managers at 10,000 properties each. He has 140,000 properties under management with 24 property managers. That's why he makes so much money. So he can do 50 toilets for 1 bill. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it doesn't wreck his business on collections. Does that make sense? You don't have collection problems. In my coaching business, I have some what?
Collection problem.
Yes. But in the mortgage business, I don't have no collection problems because the deals go to closing. We get the money at the closing. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
but most businesses have collection problems. He was having collection problems. Now he doesn't because he just deals with it. So number 1 is be closest to the money. Hang out with as many wealthy people as you can. You are who you hang out with. You agree with that?
I do.
Now, wealthy is not the only answer. Are they wealthy and balanced is the answer. You want to hang out with people like, I don't want to hang out with people that work 90 hours a week and are single. I want to hang out with people that work 50 hours a week and they're married. I don't want to hang out with people that work 20 hours a week. Why?
because they're not doing the same thing you're doing.
No, it'll make me feel like I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I want to hang out with hard workers that have good attitudes, that work hard and play hard. So these are the kind of people that I draw that follow my podcast. Like we've got about 20,000 people following the podcast. I got about 190 followers, 1,000 followers. I got about 1,000 coaching students. And it's like, I'm looking for people that want wealth and balance. Me and you are aligned that we want what?
Wealth and balance.
Wealth and balance. So I think we need to do a better job identifying who the perfect employee is, who the perfect client is, who the perfect realtor is. Does that make sense?
It does.
I think that those are the first two secrets. And I think that if you do those first two secrets, the third secret becomes easy. You know what the third secret is? Do the basics better than everybody else. Doing what you say is a what?
Non-negotiable.
It's a basic that most people don't do. What is it?
A basic that most people don't do.
You agree with that?
I do.
So I'm a big fan of doing the basics, keeping my word, doing what I say. Don't promise what I can't deliver. Deliver more than I promise. Those are things that I believe in. Making a lot of calls. Me and you make them. Today, I have 70 new clients that came into coaching this semester. Between yesterday and this morning, I called all 70 of them. Do you think they'll be happier hearing from the head coach?
Yes.
Do you think they all called me back? Yes.
Yes.
So I've had 70 conversations with all of my new students. Every week, I call one of my coaches' 12 students. So every week I call my 12 students. So I get through all my client base, and then I do fireside chats, and then I do open line talks where they can talk. The more time you spend with your perfect clients, what happens?
Get better.
Yes, but what else happens?
Um,
The more they refer.
Yeah.
What happens when you spend time with the perfect client?
They refer you more often.
More time I spend with you, the more great loan reps you'll refer me because you're number 100 in the nation. Everybody's like, what's Ryan doing? Well, Ryan's in the core. You all should join the core. Does that make sense?
It does.
Now, that I didn't know you in 2.5 years is my fault and my bad business sense. That was bad business. What was that?
Bad business.
Yes. That I kept you, I'm shocked, and I will not lose you now. Why?
No, because we built a relationship.
Because I'm all over you now. I'm paying attention. We talked last week. You wowed me. I put you on my podcast the next week. And now I'm going to make you become one of my coaches so you can start helping other people in the mortgage business. Think my coaches blow up or stay the same or go backwards when they become coaches?
Blow up.
They blow up. Why?
In more conversations and do a better job.
And focused on more basics. Like if you're teaching basics all the time, what will you have?
You'll have the basics nailed.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, give my audience some of your things that you believe in have made you so successful. If you could name the top 3 things that you believe have made you successful, what have they been?
So a couple of things getting into the business. I've always said I'm never going to let anybody say anything bad about me. So I always do the right thing. And I always take care of any mess that I messed up on. I took care of it. So
maintain a great reputation.
Definitely. Yes. And then have every single real estate agent in my community know who I am.
So all the realtors, all the potential clients of your industry know who you are. And what would you say has been your third secret?
Third secret is being under promise, over deliver. I always do everything on the high side. Like, for example, cash to close. And then the cash to close is always lower than what I've told them.
I think that is the simplest things are the best things. I think those are great secrets. When you look at marriage and raising kids for some of the younger people that are following us, what are some of your go-to rules there in marriage and kids?
Marriage and kids. So marriage is compromising with my wife. You know, I don't care about a lot, but the things I care about a lot. So I have like maybe 3 things that I really care about and let everything else happen. So
you're not particular. What are you particular about?
Building wealth.
Cool. I'm particular on building wealth, that our family is grounded in faith, and I want to live in a really nice house. What the house is, I don't care. So yep. I try to not get into things that aren't in my main lane things. You agree with that?
I agree with that.
So compromise, only focusing on a couple things and not pushing the envelope on everything else. What's another big thing?
So for me and my family, I've taught my kids all I can about money. They know how much we have. They know how much we spend. They know what everything costs. They know I grill them on everything. We go to Disneyland. I just show them the bill. We just spent
I grew
$2,500
up, I knew nothing about money from my parents.
I was the same exact way. My parents
So
taught me.
my kids have been on budget since they've been 18. They know all about my finances. They know all about what we have and what we don't have. I think transparency is what we're going to call that. Financial transparency in the family. You agree?
I agree.
Well, I'm telling you, I have been missing out not knowing you. You are the real deal. You are a heck of a loan rep. Tell me to double me, coach. Go ahead and say it.
Double me, coach.
I will double you. We need to get 5 new whale realtors. What do you need to land?
5 new whale realtors.
I want them to be guys only. Why?
Guys only.
Why?
I don't want to ruin the ship with my wife.
I want you to do life with them. I want you to work out with them. I want you to ride bikes with them. I want you to bowl with them. I want you to golf with them. I want you to find the 5 biggest realtors in town within a half-hour drive. How far of a drive?
Half hour.
And I want you to pursue and land 5 big realtors. You may already have them now, but you've not landed them. They're dabbling with you. I need you to land 5 big whales, and I need you to find me a robin. Got it?
Yep.
A robin and 5 new whales. I'm talking about a deal a month is a whale. Got it?
Yep.
And we will figure out how to double that income. Now, we're going to tighten up that P&L. What's the third thing?
Tighten up P&L.
I want you to send me May's, and I'll look at it and grade it for you, okay?
Yep.
So send me the May P&L. So we're going to squeeze profits out of the P&L. I made 55 points profit in May. What did you make?
I just did my P&L. I think it was 24.
Cool. So, Rick, find me that 31 points.
Yep.
Now, if I can make 55 points with loan reps, can you make 55 points when you're the loan rep?
Yeah.
Cool. You're a better salesman than my people are. So we're going to work on your P&L. We're going to land 5 whales. We're going to find a robin, and you're going to give me the challenge to doubling you in 2 years. Got it?
Sounds good.
Let's break the top 50. Thank you for sharing your life and your story. I love having you as a client. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, everybody. Street Smart Millionaire. See you next week. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.